Travel hacks you any need for your next flight. Have you ever felt like you're just trying to make it through a maze at the airport? Should I tell you that your flight will go smoothly? Stay tuned as I have some travel tips that will ensure your vacation goes as well as possible. Are you prepared to make that chaotic journey more comfortable? Now let's get started. Oh, and remember to subscribe as well. You won't want to overlook these suggestions, I assure you. Let's get going now. Number 13. Book during the right time of the month. You should be mindful of your cash flow if you are making reservations with your credit card. Every month on the 28th, I make my billing cycle change. Therefore, you can nearly always find me buying flights after that day. I will have about 2 months through American Express to pay that down. My flight for our 30 Experiences trip to Costa Rica was just purchased. Fortunately, I have until the end of the month to pay the bill that is due about a month from now. Very charming. Number 12. Book during the right time of the week. If you examine past data and patterns over the last few years, you'll see that booking flights throughout the middle of the week between Tuesday and Thursday is most cost-effective. According to research done by faircompare.com, Wednesday at 3 p.m. ET is the ideal time to purchase flights. Number 11. Find off-peak flights. For most people, returning to work on Monday requires a Sunday afternoon flight home. However, if you're more flexible, why not take an off-peak flight home? Nobody enjoys taking a flight on a Saturday night on a red-eye or very early in the morning. Number 10. Search other destinations and buy a connecting flight. Go to Europe or Asia by air. This is a highly effective solution. If you're traveling by plane to Bali, start by checking out flights that arrive at the EPS airport in Bali. Next, contrast those costs with those of flights to other cities, such as Shanghai, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Choose a local airline like AirAsia to transport you the remaining distance to these major hubs, since they will be far less expensive. I discovered that JFK to Taipei nonstop costs $1,000 and TPE to Bali costs $300 for our U30X vacation to Bali. Number 9. Take advantage of free stopovers. Many of the cheapest flights include lengthy layovers, which most people believe to be the worst. This kind of thinking is meant for those who aren't very good at life. I had a lengthy layover in Dubai while traveling on Emirates Air last year, which was incredible. I had a great time and extended my layover by 24 hours by calling the airlines. I saw the Burj Khalifa, went indoor skiing, rode camels in the desert, swam in the Persian Gulf, and had supper with a college mate. It was not a poor day. If you connect in Reykjavik, Icelandair offers a complimentary stopover of up to 7 days. Going to Europe by air this year? Make your flight reservation with Icelandair, then head to the Blue Lagoon to unwind for the day. It's quite near the airport and has breathtaking natural scenery. Number 8. Watch the price predictors. Numerous websites, such as Bing Travel and Kayak, use historical flight data to forecast the cost of future fares. We consistently observe that the price forecasters advise waiting for flights to uncharted territory, such as Nicaragua. Flights to Managua often operate at half capacity and become less expensive over time. Watch out, as flights have the potential to take off at any time if they approach too closely. Recently, all of the flights from Miami to Managua were booked by our attendees. Therefore, I was unable to get on one. I had to travel alone and pay a lot more on another airline. Number 7. Buy travel insurance ASAP. Although it may seem apparent, you should safeguard yourself against unanticipated events and airline disruptions. In the event that you or a business associate become ill, a family member passes away, or bad weather prevents you from traveling, we recommend World Nomad's travel insurance. This will save your ass in an emergency situation, but it might not save you money on your flight. Number 6. Find the right credit card for you. I use American Express Platinum to pay for an expensive charge card because travel is my life's work. Although choosing a credit card is not the topic of this essay, I did receive 30,000 miles for signing up. You could be able to travel for a year or two with no money down if you find mileage benefits on a credit card with a low annual percentage rate. Use caution in this situation. Number 5. Know your frequent flyer alliances. Make sure you are enrolled in one of the 3 major airline frequent flyer programs: One World, American, British, Cathay Pacific, Iberia, LAN, Qatar, Star Alliance, United, US Airways, Copa, Lufthansa, SWISS, EVA Air, or the new Sky Team, Delta, KLM, Aeromexico, Air France, China Airlines. Even though they are a bit more expensive, try to make a reservation with them. Ultimately, complimentary flights will make up for it. I like Delta because I receive 3 times as many points when I book with American Express Travel. Yes, I get double points with MX for every dollar I spend on travel, and I also get bonus frequent flyer miles with Delta. This offer is valid for any airline on American Express, but one benefit of the Delta/MX agreement is the ability to move points between the two programs. Number 4. Make friends on the road using travel buddies and Backpacker. You won't have to worry about finding genuine people to connect with on your travels or creating new pals. Apps are available especially for it. By downloading Backpacker or Travel Buddies, you can eliminate your fear of approaching groups face-to-face. Alternatively, the app will match you with nearby travelers based on personality compatibility. You can also schedule hangouts and view each other's itinerary. Number 3. Put your rechargeable batteries in the fridge. It can be rather annoying when your rechargeable batteries run out of power sooner than you anticipated. You can store your batteries in the refrigerator to help them stay fresher and more fully charged for longer when traveling. Rechargeable batteries typically retain 90% of their full charge when stored in freezing conditions, despite this seeming paradox. Number 2. Follow a pub crawl party for the best nightlife in town. You don't have to spend extra money on a pub crawl package in order to take in the nightlife of any destination. Instead, find the most well-traveled pub crawl routes by utilizing this tried-and-true travel tip. It's likely that you'll run into a few other travelers, or possibly one of the organized groups here. Then all you have to do is follow along at no cost. Number 1. Be strategic with flight cancellations. Although purchasing a non-refundable ticket can be risky, there is a benefit. Remember this expert advice in the unlikely event that you need to rearrange your itinerary or are unable to board the flight. Do not cancel your ticket or just fail to show up. Take this action because you may be eligible for a credit or refund in the unlikely event of a flight cancellation or schedule modification. You would not have been entitled to anything if you had canceled the ticket. I appreciate you seeing. Remember to subscribe and like our YouTube channel.